David Crispin with the United States Marine Corps.
Jacqueline Beam, 519th Military Intelligence, U.S. Army.
Matthew Hernandez, United States Navy.
Keith Claxton, United States Navy.
Paul Portillo, United States Navy.
Robert Griego, U.S. Navy, Operations Specialist.
Chris Oakley, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, State of New Mexico Army National Guard.
Melinda Medlin, United States Army.
Norman Aragod, U.S. Army National Guard.
Raven Nieto, United States Army.
Oscar Martin Lopez, United States Marine Corps.
Martin, United States Army, retired.
Valentino Baca, United States Marine Corps.
Jeff Folgate, United States Air Force.
Kenneth Quintana, United States Army, and as well as New Mexico National Guard. Combined service, 24 years.
Santa Fe County is hiring. Every Tuesday, Public Works holds a rapid hire event at 102 Grant Avenue at 8:30 a.m. Also, the Correctional Facility holds a rapid hire event every Tuesday at 9 a.m. That is at 28 Camino Justicia. We have great jobs, great pay, and great benefits. Come work with us.
Why do you work for Santa Fe County?
For my family.
For your safety.
For you.
For my community.
For the public.
For the community.
For the retirement.
To serve my community.
For my family.
For the outdoors.
David Crispin with the United States Marine Corps.
Jacqueline Beam, 519th Military Intelligence, U.S. Army.
Matthew Hernandez, United States Navy.
Keith Claxton, United States Navy.
Paul Portillo, United States Navy.
Robert Griego, U.S. Navy, Operations Specialist.
Chris Oakley, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, State of New Mexico Army National Guard.
Melinda Medlin, United States Army.
Norman Aragod, U.S. Army National Guard.
Raven Nieto, United States Army.
Oscar Martin Lopez, United States Marine Corps.
Martin, United States Army, retired.
Valentino Baca, United States Marine Corps.
Jeff Folgate, United States Air Force.
Kenneth Quintana, United States Army, and as well as New Mexico National Guard. Combined service, 24 years.
Santa Fe County is hiring. Every Tuesday, Public Works holds a rapid hire event at 102 Grant Avenue at 8:30 a.m. Also, the Correctional Facility holds a rapid hire event every Tuesday at 9 a.m. That is at 28 Camino Justicia. We have great jobs, great pay, and great benefits. Come work with us.
Why do you work for Santa Fe County?
For my family.
For your safety. For you.
For my community.
For the public.
For the community.
For the retirement.
To serve my community.
For my family.
For the outdoors.
David Crispin with the United States Marine Corps.
Jacqueline Beam, 519th Military Intelligence, U.S. Army.
Matthew Hernandez, United States Navy.
Keith Claxton, United States Navy.
Paul Portillo, United States Navy.
Robert Griego, U.S. Navy, Operations Specialist.
Chris Oakley, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, State of New Mexico Army National Guard.
Melinda Medlin, United States Army.
Norman Aragod, U.S. Army National Guard.
Raven Nieto, United States Army.
Oscar Martin Lopez, United States Marine Corps.
Martin, United States Army retired.
Valentino Baca, United States Marine Corps.
Jeff Folgate, United States Air Force.
Kenneth Quintana, United States Army, and as well as New Mexico National Guard. Combined service, 24 years.
Santa Fe County is hiring. Every Tuesday, Public Works holds a rapid hire event at 102 Grant Avenue at 8:30 a.m. Also, the correctional facility holds a rapid hire event every Tuesday at 9 a.m. That is at 28 Camino Justicia. We have great jobs, great pay, and great benefits. Come work with us.
Deputy Clerk, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and may we please have a roll call?
Of course, Madam Chair. Commissioner Camille Bustamante.
Present.
Commissioner Justin Green.
Here.
Commissioner Hank Hughes.
Present.
Commissioner Anna Hamilton.
Here.
And Chair Anna Henson.
Present. We'll have, next we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance, State Pledge, Land Acknowledgement, and moment of reflection from Sheriff Officer Joseph Lujan. Would everyone please stand? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Salute the flag of the state of New Mexico and the Zia symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures.
I acknowledge that this county building in Santa Fe County is on the original homeland of the Tewa people, and the city is known as Ogopowoge Owenge, White Shell Watering Place. Joseph Lujan. Okay. I will lead us in a moment of reflection and silence, and in that moment, I want to recognize Rosalind Carter, First Lady, who passed away
and her funeral was today. I wore a butterfly pin for her because she was a great supporter of monarchs. She was way ahead of her time. And I also want to take a moment of silence for the people in Israel and Palestine and for all the hostages on both sides who have been released, and pray for their families and their well-being. Thank you. Next, we'll go to the approval of the agenda. Manager Schaefer, are there any changes to the agenda?
No, Madam Chair. Staff isn't recommending any changes to the agenda for today's meeting, which was posted last Wednesday, well in excess of the 72 hours required by the Open Meetings Act. Thank you.
Thank you. What's the pleasure of the board?
Madam Chair, I will make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Green, a second from Commissioner Hughes. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. Next, we'll go on to county years of service, retirement, and new hires. County Manager Schaefer.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Commissioners. So I wanted to begin our meeting by recognizing both employees who are beginning their career with Santa Fe County, as well as those who are recognizing significant service milestones, and finally, employees who are retiring from the county, and want to wish them well or have recently retired in their future endeavors. In terms of employees who are celebrating significant milestones, we have two employees who are recognizing their 10th anniversary in November. They are Leonard Montoya at the Adult Detention Facility, Patricia Lott at the Solid Waste Division of the Public Works Department, and another employee, Stephen Orr, in our Sheriff's Department. Officer Orr is celebrating 15 years of continuous service with Santa Fe County. So I wanted to recognize and extend our appreciation for their continuous service to our community. We have one individual who retired during the month of October, Darnell Travis, with the Community Services Department, specifically our seniors program. Looking at those who are just starting their career with Santa Fe County, pleased to recognize a significant number of new hires, in particular those who are in our public safety field as well as our public works department. Starting in the corrections department, Subez Siam joined the corrections department as a detention officer. Christopher Shiplet joined the corrections department as a training coordinator. Troy Wood joined the corrections department as a detention officer. We had several new hires in various divisions of the county manager's office, including Robert Karabi, I believe, as our deputy finance director, Sandra Duran, an accountant senior in the finance division, Natalie Padilla, who is an HR administrator senior, and Erica Palmafi, who joined the county as a budget analyst. In the fire department, Karen Takai, I believe, joined the fire department as a warning and emergency public information officer. In the land use department, Marie Martinez joined our team as a development review specialist. Erica Delgadillo joined the Public Works Department as a custodian. We had a road maintenance foreman in Gary Autry, a heavy equipment operator in Everett Martinez, road fleet traffic division director Maria Molina, who I believe most of you have met at various times, and another heavy equipment operator lead in Stefan Peterson. We had several emergency communications specialists, basics and one advanced, join RECC. They are Justin Curry, Hannah Davis, Israel Rodriguez, Asa Romero, Lucas Sandoval, Leandro Varela, Eugenia Wallace. We had several new hires in the Sheriff's Department, including David Brown Ruiz as an animal control officer, Andrea Cordova as administrative assistant, Gerardo Perez, a sheriff deputy cadet, Roger Rivera, an accounting technician, Adriana Ulibari, another animal control officer, and finally Francisco Villancana, who was a sheriff deputy cadet. So, and continue to celebrate those long list of new hires at the county.
Thank you, Manager Schaefer. That is impressive to see all of these people in departments that we desperately need. So that is great. It's great to see people in RECC, so welcome everybody. And also in Corrections, County Manager's Office, and Public Works and the Sheriff's Administration. Thank you all for joining Santa Fe County. Next, we will go on to recognition of employees for awards, accreditations, recognition, and other accomplishments. County Manager Greg Schaefer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We had two groups that we wanted to acknowledge external recognitions for and within the adult detention facility to individuals in particular that we wanted to recognize. Starting with the adult detention facility, we did want to recognize the fact that the facility was reaccredited by the Council for Professional Standards for adult detention facilities statewide. It is a professional standards council that operates under the auspices of New Mexico counties. It is a significant mark of achievement and quality in terms of the standards that we hold, and that through audit we were found to meet at a high percentage of the time. So it's a significant achievement, not only because of what it represents, but also because of the human resources that go into going through such an accreditation process. It may not be as arduous as our annual financial audit, but it is a significant audit nonetheless in terms of how exacting the council is in ensuring our compliance with those standards. So I'd ask Warden Williams to come forward and say a few words about the specific team members that he wanted to acknowledge as part of their commitment to quality assurance, as well as seeing us through the auditing process. Thank you, Warden Williams.
Thank you. Madam Chair, Commissioners, let me first introduce Daisy Quintana. She's our compliance manager, and this is Christopher Bradley. He's her assistant. Deputy Warden Wade Ellis also I brought with us. I wish I could bring more because there's a significant, there's a numerous amount of other employees who participated in this ultimate success of the audit findings and us being reaccredited, but these two particularly ran the show and got the accreditation going. So a tremendous amount of appreciation to both of them for that. and I'll let them say.
Just like to say thank you, and it was a pleasure doing the NMAC accreditation, and I'm glad that we passed.
It's an honor to be here, and I would like to say that this was a collaborative effort. This was a very huge undertaking. I've been working corrections for 13 years, and I've been working for in compliance for about a year and a couple of months now. So when we were given the task to do this, it was overwhelming at first, but like the warden had said, it was a collaborative effort between many different individuals throughout the department, throughout corrections. I wish they could all be here, and there are quite a few, but if they can hear me, I'd like to thank them also.
Yes, when I saw that we had received our accreditation, I immediately called the manager and said, oh, we should recognize them. So I'm so happy to see you here to be recognized, because after being a commissioner for 7 years, I recognize how hard it is to run a jail and run a detention facility. And Santa Fe County has an outstanding record. As I said to the warden earlier, when it was in the paper and they were talking about staffing, Santa Fe County wasn't mentioned, and I know that is because of your leadership and because of the leadership of Santa Fe County in raising people's salaries, providing places for you to recreate and rest, and all of those things that are important in such a stressful environment as the detention facility. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for the accreditation and the really, really hard work that it takes to have done this. There are a couple things that are really, really important in Santa Fe County, and one of them is our financial audit, but the other thing is our detention facility and making sure that it is run at a really high level. And for that, I'm grateful to the warden and deputy warden and to all of the people who work at the detention facility. It is a hard job, and I recognize that. And I think the whole board recognizes that, how difficult it is. So I see that Commissioner Hughes would like to say a few words also. And
well, just to echo what Chair Hansen said, I think it's great that you have done such a good job, and I always appreciate the tours we get every year and the good job that you all do, so congratulations.
Commissioner Green.
Just a short thank you to say well-earned recognition. I'm glad that there are awards for this sort of thing, and been impressed with the facility the times that we've gone there and interacting with you and the team members. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, I'm going to recognize our Sustainability Division and then suggest that we have photos at that point if Warden and your team want to just sit tight for a second. So the second organizational unit we wanted to recognize was our Sustainability Division, which reports annually on climate action policies, actions, ongoing projects, and greenhouse gas emissions to the Carbon Disclosure Project. The Carbon Disclosure Project is a global nonprofit organization that grades cities, counties, states, regions, and corporations on their emissions, goals, and contributions to climate action. This grading process incorporates emissions as well as deforestation and water security in their calculations for global impact. Santa Fe County was awarded an A- grade this year for mitigation and an A for adaptation based upon the Carbon Disclosure Project's recent evaluation of the county's reported improvements and climate action planning. This grade is considered a climate action leadership level and recognizes the county's sustainability-related work and goals achieved from fiscal year 2022 through fiscal year 2023. As described by the Carbon Disclosure Project's itself, this leadership level reflects a demonstration of best practice standards across adaptation and mitigation areas and ambitious goals and substantial progress towards achieving those goals. So again, want to recognize the Sustainability Division for the appreciation and grades that were awarded to it by the Carbon Disclosure Project. So Jacqueline, if you want to come up.
Thank you, County Manager, Commissioners. I'd like to thank also the team that is with me, and without this team, there's no way we could do everything that we do. And Snav Khalsa, the volunteer coordinator, who's a big part of our nature-based climate solutions, and Michael Carr, also, who joined us recently, a big part of our nature-based climate solutions. And Will Donahue, unfortunately, could not be here, but he was the one that put the final marks on our report that really took us over to the A side. So I really wish he could be here, but he had jury duty today, so he is fulfilling his civic duty. And without all of the help of all the departments, there is absolutely no way we could accomplish what we have accomplished in this past year. And so I hope to continue this fight, and thank you very much for all the support and leadership. Any comments?
It's great to hear. It was really great to see that we are a global leader. Jacqueline and I had the pleasure of going to the City of the Summits for North America, which was, you know, not global, but all of the Americas, North, South, Central. And seeing that we're a player and that we're really contributing to reducing carbon in our county. And that's all that we can do right here, is we can be a leader here and share it with our other counties. And getting these kind of awards makes it, shows that, hey, Santa Fe County is leading the way, and you can do this too. If we can do it, they can do it. And so I think it's something that we should all be incredibly proud of, and I want to thank everybody on the sustainability team and everybody who worked on this, because this is something that, you know, when Commissioner Hamilton and I got elected, the first thing we did was we joined the Paris Agreement, and that kind of set the goals for the county to meet. And we have met them and we have worked on them, and I am just, it makes me so proud to be a county commissioner in a county that cares about the climate, cares about, you know, the world and everything that we have been doing. So thank you very, very much. Commissioner Hamilton, are you?
Well, you basically said it all. There's so much to be done. But if we do it a little bit at a time, and yes, it's really amazing that you guys are kind of paving the way. And you know, one of the things that I am, in addition, really happy to see is that we're starting to pave the way in more than just the obvious, quote-unquote, low-hanging fruit, and doing things that are deeper and interdepartmental. And I think that is also a very, very big accomplishment. Not as easy to do and not as showy, but equally or maybe even more important. So thank you for those efforts.
Commissioner Bustamante.
I too want to thank you, and I want to actually acknowledge that I didn't get a chance to acknowledge the previous recognition. So I did want to just make sure I cut that in, but I'll get to it. But what I'm so grateful for in the work that you're doing is that it's measurable, right? You're making a measurable difference. There are a lot of people who say and do a lot of stuff without having a real sense of what the accomplishment is, and I'm very grateful for your good work. So thank you for your evidenced achievements. So thank you.
Commissioner Hughes.
Yeah, I think it has all been said, so I'll just add congratulations. Thank you very much for your work.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As Commissioner Hamilton said, it's a big issue, and so the baby steps and every little step counts. If you try to look at it as a big thing, it's overwhelming. But the fact that you take off these bite-sized pieces and you accomplish them piece by piece is some way that we can make progress. And it's a good way to lead by example. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all very, very much. And we do have certificates for everyone. And I assume we're going to take a picture. I see Daniel standing there with the camera, so we'll come down unless there's any other comments that anybody would like to make. Okay, so we're going to take some pictures.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, I've been informed that we're having a slight technical issue that prevents material from being projected on the large screen, and so IT has requested a short break so that they can attend to that, so that we can have a better user experience for our meeting.
So we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll carry on with the Board of Finance meeting. Okay? Thank you, everybody.